In 2022, something happened that changed the internet forever. Millions of people suddenly started talking to a machine. Students used it. Programmers used it. Businesses used it. Even people who had never cared about technology became obsessed with it. Within weeks, it became the fastest growing consumer application in history. But here's the strange part. The company behind it wasn't supposed to become a tech giant. It wasn't created to dominate the world. In fact, it was built to stop something far more dangerous. Something its founders believed could one day become humanity's greatest invention, or its biggest mistake. This is the story of OpenAI, and how a small research lab changed the world forever. The struggle. Long before ChatGPT became a household name, artificial intelligence was mostly a dream. For decades, scientists imagined machines that could think, learn, and solve problems like humans. But reality was disappointing. AI projects failed. Funding disappeared. Researchers made promises they couldn't keep. Many people began calling it the AI winter. The excitement was gone. The world had stopped believing. Yet a small group of dreamers refused to give up. Among them was a young entrepreneur named Sam Altman. He believed technology could transform civilization, not slowly, but dramatically. At the same time, researchers around the world were making breakthroughs that most people never noticed. Powerful computers, massive datasets, smarter algorithms. Tiny pieces of a puzzle were starting to come together, and few people realized what was coming next. Dream. In 2015, a bold idea was born. What if artificial intelligence became smarter than humans? Who would control it? Who would decide how it should be used? And what if only a handful of powerful corporations owned it? Those questions terrified many researchers. So a new organization was created. Its mission sounded almost impossible. Build advanced AI, but make sure it benefits everyone. Not just billionaires. Not just governments. Everyone. The organization was called OpenAI. At first, many people ignored it. Others thought the mission was unrealistic. Some even laughed at it. But behind closed doors, a small team was preparing for something much bigger. Something that could change the future of humanity. Failures. Building powerful AI turned out to be far harder than anyone expected. Years passed. Money disappeared. Experiments failed. Research projects produced disappointing results. Critics started asking questions. Could OpenAI actually achieve its goal? Or was it just another ambitious dream? Then another problem appeared. Training advanced AI required enormous amounts of computing power, and computing power required enormous amounts of money. Suddenly, OpenAI faced a difficult choice. Stay small and risk becoming irrelevant, or change its structure to attract the resources needed to compete. It was a controversial decision. Many people disagreed. Some supporters felt betrayed. Others feared the company was moving away from its original mission. The pressure kept growing. And then came an even bigger shock. One of OpenAI's most famous founders left. The headlines exploded. Critics predicted failure. Some believed OpenAI would never recover. It looked like the dream might be over. But then something happened. Something nobody expected. Breakthrough. OpenAI discovered a powerful idea. Instead of programming intelligence step by step, what if a machine could learn patterns from enormous amounts of information? The team started building larger and larger language models. Each version became smarter. Each version became smarter, more capable, more impressive. Yet the public barely noticed. Until one day, everything changed. In late 2022, OpenAI released ChatGPT. At first, it seemed like a simple chatbot. People asked it questions. It answered. People gave it tasks. It completed them. Simple. But then users realized something shocking. It could write essays, create stories, explain complex ideas, generate code, translate languages, brainstorm business plans, and do it all in seconds. The internet exploded. Millions of people rushed to try it, then millions more. The world had never seen anything like it. Each explosion of success. What happened next stunned the entire technology industry. ChatGPT reached 1 million users in just a few days, then tens of millions, then hundreds of millions. Teachers debated it, businesses adopted it, governments studied it, investors poured billions into AI. Suddenly, every major technology company was racing to catch up. The AI revolution had begun. Companies rebuilt their products around artificial intelligence. Entire industries started changing. Search engines evolved. Software development accelerated. Customer service transformed. Content creation entered a new era. The tiny research lab that many people once ignored had become one of the most influential organizations on Earth. But OpenAI's biggest challenge was still ahead. A shocking twist. As OpenAI grew, so did the concerns. The same technology that could help humanity could also create new risks. People worried about misinformation, job disruption, privacy, and that could help humanity could also create new risks. People worried about misinformation, job disruption, privacy, and the possibility of even more powerful AI systems in the future. Then came a dramatic moment. A leadership crisis shocked the entire industry. News spread across the world. Executives, employees, investors. Everyone was asking the same question. What was happening inside OpenAI? For a brief moment, the future of the company seemed uncertain. The story looked like it might end in chaos. But instead, OpenAI emerged stronger. The crisis revealed something important. This wasn't just a technology company anymore. It had become one of the most important organizations shaping the future of humanity. And the decisions it made could affect billions of people. Lessons. OpenAI's story teaches powerful lessons. Lesson 1. The biggest opportunities often look impossible at first. Most people dismiss advanced AI for years. The believers kept building anyway. Lesson 2. Every breakthrough is built on countless failures. What the world sees as overnight success usually takes years of struggle. Lesson 3. Technology alone isn't enough. Vision matters. Mission matters. Purpose matters. Lesson 4. The future belongs to those willing to adapt. The world changes fast. The winners change faster. Lesson 5. One idea can transform civilization if pursued long enough and boldly enough. Emotional ending. Today, billions of people are witnessing the beginning of a new era. An era where machines can communicate, create, learn, and help solve problems in ways that once seemed impossible. Nobody knows exactly what the future will look like. But one thing is certain. The world before OpenAI is different from the world after OpenAI. History may remember ChatGPT as a product, or OpenAI, but one thing is certain. The world before OpenAI is different from the world after OpenAI. History may remember ChatGPT as a product, or OpenAI as a company. But the bigger story is this. A small group of people dared to build something that many believed couldn't exist. And in doing so, they changed the world forever. Call to action. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more incredible business and technology success stories. And if you want to discover how Jensen Huang built NVIDIA into one of the most powerful companies in history, watch the next video on your screen, because that story is even more unbelievable than you think.